Hello everyone and welcome to Era Tutorial. This is Aarti Naik and today I am going to teach you class 7 subject English unit 2 2.7 Great Scientist. So dear children, today we are going to learn about one of the great scientists who faced lots of difficulties in life but proved himself as a successful scientist. So let us start with the lesson. Great scientist. So it is said that great scientists are preserving and never deterred by difficulties. Means great scientists always try to preserve themselves. They never gave up only because of difficulties in their life. So here is one best example of Michael Faraday. So let us learn about his life, because up till now we only know his what inventions he did, but we don't know about his life. So let us learn about Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday is regarded as one of the most distinguished scientists and inventors of modern times, and his work on electricity is still a subject of study. That means today also we are learning over it in the form of Faraday's law. So today in science, especially in physics, Faraday's law is one topic is there. Today also we are learning it. But few know his inspirational life story. That means hardly few people are knowing about his story, and today onwards you will also come to know about his life story, which is all about courage and fighting against odds. That means in his life he faced lots of difficulty, but he did not give up. He did not give up his passion, and he continued throughout his life, though he faced lots of barriers, lots of problem in his life. Michael Faraday was born on a poverty stricken family in a dirty London suburb. That means his economical condition was not so good. He suffered from a speech defect as a child. He would pronounce rabbit as a babbit. He could not even say his own name and would call himself Faraday. Other children laughed at him, and the teacher did not help him either. When he was 12, his mother forced to take him out of school, thus putting an end to his formal education. So here we can learn about Michael Faraday that his childhood was not so impressive. He couldn't learn anything, means any good thing from his childhood because of his speech defect, and no one accepted him except his family. So because of that he faced lots of problem, and he was a disturbed child, and he missed his formal education only because of his speech defect. At 13, however, he started working with a bookbinder. Already we know that his economical condition was very poor, so he can't sit and eat at home. So he has to work something for family. So at the age of 13, he started working with a bookbinder, binding hundreds of books during the day and staying up all night to read them. Reading thus become his obsession. Means without reading he do not like anything. One day he came across a book on electricity which had been sent to his master for binding. He started reading it and was completely hooked. That was his first introduction to the subject of electricity, which soon became a lifelong fascination. That means from the age of 13 he realized that what he liked more, that he loved to study electricity. Faraday was still poor at 21. Once a friend gave him a free ticket to a public lecture and demonstration by renowned chemist Humphrey Davy at London's Royal Institute. Now his friend was not interested in this lecture, and as he was having ticket he gave it to Faraday, and Faraday decided to go because as he was interested in specially chemistry and uh, electricity. Davy's work on chemicals and electrical lighting was the subject of conversation among the scientists of that age. That means at that time Humphrey Davy was very famous in scientist world because whatever his inventions were there on chemicals and electrical lighting, that was the talk of the town. That means many people used to talk about it. 70 years later, across the Atlantic Ocean in USA, the same work enabled Thomas Edison to produce the first consistent light bulb. Means whatever bulb, tube light we are experiencing, that is because only and only because of Thomas Edison, because he invented this thing. That day in 1812, Faraday was spellbound by Davy's lecture. Spellbound means he lost his mind. He totally got involved in the lecture. He kept taking notes about the mysterious forces of electric fluid. That means he loved that topic, so he keep on writing notes whatever the lecture was given by Davy. He was so engrossed in the lecture that he forget to applaud with the rest of the crowd. That means when the people were giving applause to the scientist, even Michael Faraday was involved in that lecture only. He did not realize that lecture is over. When he went back, his notes were so comprehensive that he bound them into a book, meaning to give to Devi someday. That means whatever notes he made, he prepared from the lecture, he decided to bind it properly and offer it as a gift to Devi one day. Okay, so good enough to write his own book. So he thought that he wanted to be a great scientist. That means he didn't just want to sell books, he want to become a great scientist, good enough to write his own book. Devi became his role model. But there was a problem. He did not have the social status, money, or the education to pursue science. Faraday thought it would be wonderful if Davy became his mentor. That means he want to make Davy as his mentor, as his teacher, and he want to learn so many things from Davy, because after lecture he was impressed by Davy, that Davy is having lots of knowledge, only he can give him some knowledge. Faraday thought it would be wonderful if Davy became his mentor, but Davy did not agree initially because Faraday was not having money also, social status also, and also any formal degree or education. Faraday was not dejected, that means he was not disappointed, but he just keep on uh, trying to learn something. Destiny had a strange plan in store of him. That means something different was decided for him by destiny. A few years later, a chemical explosion happened inside Davis' lab and he was temporarily blinded. He now needed an assistant with an excellent memory to keep him. He was reminded of Faraday and decided to hire him as his secretary. So, that was the good luck of Faraday. That means one day it happened that Davy was in need of Faraday. So he gave him a call and he appointed him as his secretary. Davy never believed that Faraday could do anything in the field of science going by his social status and education. That means by considering the social status and education, Davy never thought that Faraday is knowing anything about the science. He therefore dismissed Faraday's aspiration and advised him to stick to bookbinding. And that's why he used to insult Faraday. He once said also, better you go, you cannot learn these science terms, science and anything related to science. So better you go and you continue with your bookbinding only. But Faraday was relentless. He worked day and night and learned as much as he could about Davy's experiments. Soon Faraday became indispensable to Davy. That means Davies want him all the time and was promoted to his lab assistant. This was his first step towards a scientific career. Though much of his job now was cleaning labs, at least he got to see some Davies leading experiment. Even then, Davy did not have much hope for Faraday. Then Faraday got another chance to prove. Okay. So now at least Davy was not giving any chance to him to do any work independently. But at least Faraday was able to see his experiment, whatever he is doing. Then Faraday got another chance to prove himself. One day, Davy tried to recreate a famous electromagnetism experiment with fellow chemist William Watson, exploring why, when an electric current is applied to a wire, it causes that wire is behave like a magnet. Obviously, the force were connected by nobody had figured out how to make. It happened continuously. Davy believed that if he could find out why it happened and controlled it, there could be many practical applications of the force. But he was unable to figure it out and was frustrated. As whatever he wanted to do, he was unable to do. He was frustrated. He was not happy with his work. So he then teased Faraday, asking him to try his hand at it after he was done cleaning the job. Okay, so what he said that now he want to tease Faraday because he know the passion of Faraday about the electricity, and but as he was not having any degree or no formal education, this Davy used to tease Faraday. So he teased him that I'm trying I'm trying to figure out that how to control this working of the system when where wire is working as a magnet, but how to control it I am not understanding. But as you are having very knowledge, you are having much knowledge, so you might be knowing. So you, after cleaning the lab, you try for it. Within a few days, Faraday solved the problem. In fact, he went further, and the result was the first induction motor, which converted electrical current into continuous mechanical motion. The induction motor spurred a revolution. Fans, air conditioning, sewing machine, photographs, power tools, cars, even train and aeroplane engines grew out of this simple device, which was born out of mockery directed at Faraday. Mockery directed at Faraday means by making fun of Faraday only Davy said him try this, but Faraday tried it and he got success in it, and he became the inventor of induction motor. Faraday became a celebrity scientist overnight. That means within a night he reached to the publicity because he invented induction motor. Nobody now cared about his social status or education. This young man had just created a revolution. One would think, as a teacher, Davy was happy at his pupils' achievement. See, when students are doing anything, when pupils are doing anything, teachers are very happy. Even they are feeling proud that he is my student. But here the situation was different. Davy was jealous of Faraday. People started telling Davy that of all his discoveries, the best was Faraday himself. This made him even more jealous. He don't like to hear that. An angry Davy gave Faraday an impossible task to keep him out of his way. He handed him a piece of Bavarian glass which was used in the lens in telescope and microscope, and asked him to reverse engineer it. Bavarian glass as was manufactured. Now Bavarian glass was manufactured by a secret complicated process, and Davy knew that with the equipment available in the lab, Faraday would never be able to accomplish the task. This piece of glass became significant thing in his life, and Davy wanted to prove that Faraday was not a good scientist, and that's why he gave that challenge to him. But Faraday was having respect for Davy. So Faraday had a never give up attitude. means he never learned to give up anything. He want to do it. He want to accept challenges. He want to do everything in his life. And he respected Devi. So he accepted the assignment despite knowing that it would be very difficult. He toiled for 4 years. That means for 4 years continue he worked hard with no help from Devi, and he expected fate. That means Devi never helped him. In this 4 year Faraday tried a lot, and he found himself as a, that was the failure. So Faraday never learned the secret, and this this remained his first failure as a scientist. That means he never learned that how to work out with that glass, and it become his failure. To remind himself of these difficult times, he kept a single glass brick on his shelf as a souvenir. Souvenir means as a remembrance of failure. This would inspire him during difficult times. Means whenever he was in difficult times, he used to see that glass. In 1829, Davy died, and Faraday succeeded him as a head of the laboratory. He was free of pursue whenever he liked, and he made another revolutionary discovery. He noticed that if he moved a magnet, it could produce electrical current. Thus, he could now convert motion into electricity. This is how the electrical generator was born, something still used today to generate all kinds of power like dynamos and other devices. That is the invention of Faraday. That credit goes to Faraday. Faraday was now a legend. Legend means a person who had done something first time, and whatever he did, that induction motor, then dynamo, all these things are, he was the first to do this type of invention. In 1840 he developed memory loss. That means in 1840 again he was having the issues related to memory, which continued for rest of his life. That means he could not come out from that issue. But the disease did not stop him. He persevered, starting complicated experiments to prove that light was closely related to electricity and magnetism. A novel thought in those times. Remember that piece of Bavarian glass Faraday had kept on his shelf. He was determined to convert the reminder of his first major failure to an instrument of great success. Use the same glass now to show that in the presence of a magnet, light could be isolated. Isolated means it can be transferred into a single wave only, rather than spreading out randomly in all direction. That concept is called polarization. So concept of polarization was also given by Michael Faraday. He then looked the age old experiment of sprinkling iron filling on a sheet of paper near a magnet, making circular pattern. He went on to prove that these patterns were not a property of iron filling. In fact, they were due to invisible magnetic field, and that filled the empty space around the magnet, and hence disturbed the feelings. This is this is where his lack of formal education went against him, because Faraday did not know much about advanced mathematics, so he just copied the iron filling pattern with his hand. So he made with his hand, he used to make different pattern. He was unable to explain them in the formation of mathematical equation. He made hundreds of such drawings, but without equation they were not accepted. That means his concept was nice, it was new, that iron filling does not have any property, but that is magnetic. Because of magnetic field, different patterns are created, and he want to prove that, but he was not having any mathematical equation for that. Fortune favored the brave Faraday once again. when he met James Maxwell, a wealthy, educated physicist well versed in mathematics. He was willing to work with Faraday. It was Maxwell who translated Faraday's idea into set of equations that are now called as Maxwell's equation. Their combined work has helped us in many ways. Electronic and communication systems today are designed around their discoveries. That is, telephone, mobile, all these things are there. Where electricity and magnet, both powers are used. Someday, we might even be able to communicate with aliens across different galaxies using the product of these discoveries. So, if anyone will do more discovery, more invention over this, now it is already invented. So, any more discoveries can be done by anyone. So, in future, we will be able to communicate with aliens also. Faraday's life started with difficulties. Okay, he was having speech defect. But as the great scientist, he met each difficulty with perseverance and conviction. He never gave up. He was given impossible tasks which he undertook as challenge and opportunities. He epitomizes that, means he is the example that what the Walt Disney character Pinocchio said. So what Pinocchio said, when you wish upon a star, it does not matter who you are. That means star in itself is a powerful. Okay, so that was the that everything was become possible only because of the attitude of Michael Faraday, that he never gave up in his life. So this is a form of introduction from regenerated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Srijan Pal Singh. It is written by both of them. Okay, that means it is introduction of regenerated, and it is this introduction is written by APJ Abdul Kalam and Srijan Pal, and that is inspiring story for you, because at your age only he decided to become a scientist. Okay, so definitely it will give you motivation in your life, that never give up, and develop this attitude to never give up in your life. I hope that you might have enjoyed this lesson. If you like this explanation, please share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.